If you're looking for girl power, you've come to the right place.
I will be back on the morrow. Scream!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 empowering female animated characters.
The name's She-Ra, and you can stop trying to call the king. I've freed the princess.
For this list, we're taking a look at strong, independent animated women from TV and film. We've excluded female anime characters like San from Princess Mononoke because they deserve a list of their own.
And I'm not afraid of you! I should kill you for saving her!
Number 10. Garnet, Steven Universe.
Garnet!
Good morning to you, Steven.
The title character of this animated series has 3 encouraging female role models in his life.
What have we told you about touching magical things?
Definitely, always, never do it.
Garnet has arguably had the greatest impact on young Steven.
What was it? The answer. Love. Wow.
Although she may seem cold at first glance, Garnet loves Steven deeply and is always there to give him advice.
Steven, I can't be with you all the time. Just trust me when I say that you are in control.
The leader of the Crystal Gems, she commands an authoritative presence while also being considerate of her fellow teammates. Despite occasionally losing her temper, Garnet often manages to keep her cool and attempts to handle issues in a calm, collected manner.
But I've loved you since the moment I saw you.
Love at first sight doesn't exist. Love takes time, and love takes work.
When push comes to shove, though, she's always ready to demonstrate her incredible powers.
How are you able to swim to the bottom of the ocean?
It was easy. I'm a really good swimmer. Excuse me.
Number 9. Ashley Spinelli, Recess.
He better help or he's gonna meet my good friend, Madam Fist.
Part of what made Recess such a great ensemble piece is that none of the main characters were governed by gender.
Lesson 3, hair. And should be soft, full-bodied, and frame the face for a complimentary look.
In other words, lose the hat and pigtails, Spinelli.
Man, the things a girl has to do for beauty.
Although some kids on the playground push Spinelli to be more of a girly girl, she raises a fist towards female stereotypes.
No way! I'm not entering no beauty contest.
But Spinelli, a pageant could be fun. We'll transform you. You'll emerge from the chrysalis, a beautiful butterfly.
You're on mighty thin ice, Mikey.
With a short temper and passion for pro wrestling, this elementary school student isn't afraid to speak her mind or get her hands dirty. Motivating children everywhere to be true to themselves, Spinelli is completely unapologetic about her tomboy nature.
This isn't me. This is me. I'm not a painted-up doll. I'm a kid, and I don't want to be anything else.
At the end of the day, all she wants is to be accepted for who she is. Just don't call her by her first name.
It's not that bad. I mean, we're not a Spinelli by any other name. Punch is hard.
Number 8. She-Ra, aka Princess Adora. She-Ra, Princess of Power.
I am She-Ra!
80s cartoons didn't give us a ton of kick-ass female protagonists, but She-Ra more than earned her title as the Princess of Power.
Welcome back to Eternia, Princess.
Princess?
Sure, you're the daughter of a king and queen, remember?
At the time, animated princesses were primarily known for being the designated damsels in distress. Princess Adora refused to wait for her prince to come, however.
It's too bad we have to lock you up in the dungeon.
Thanks for the compliment, Fangs.
Wielding the Sword of Protection, Adora defended the planet of Etheria under her alter ego of She-Ra.
Now to even the odds a little bit, for the honor of Grayskull!
Dignified, stylish, and skillful in battle, this warrior princess helped attract girls to the He-Man franchise.
Missed! Wait for it, Bone Brain!
Actually, in retrospect, She-Ra was arguably a lot more hardcore than her twin brother.
There is something you can do right now.
What's that?
Give your brother a big hug.
Number 7. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, the Powerpuff Girls.
Hey, it's the Powerpuff signal. Let's go! What is it, Mayor?
Oh, Powerpuff Girls. I'm so glad you made it so quickly.
Being comprised of sugar, spice, and everything nice, you'd think that Bubbles, Buttercup, and Blossom would be geared solely towards the female demographic. Yet, the Powerpuff Girls has accumulated a dedicated fan base of both boys and girls alike.
Hey, what's wrong with you girls? You're supposed to start crying when we hit you.
Yeah! What are you guys, new? Yeah, we're the Powerpuff Girls! And it takes a lot more than a couple of cheap shots to make us cry.
This can largely be attributed to its universally appealing central characters. In addition to being cute and funny, the Powerpuffs are also their own breed of awesome.
Not so fast, Mojo Jojo!
With Blossom being the self-appointed leader, Buttercup being the hot-headed rebel, and Bubbles being the innocent and naive fan favorite, they all bring something unique to the table as one of the most lovable superhero teams ever.
Girls, thank you once again for saving the day. I know there are other things you could be doing on a Saturday, but crime never sleeps.
We don't mind. It's our special talent, right, girls? Right!
Number 6. Princess Bubblegum, Adventure Time.
Being 13 again is bloobalooby. While being 18 is all plop dumps and waggle sags.
The most competent individual in the Candy Kingdom, Princess Bubblegum uses science and logic to maintain order.
So I'm developing a new defense. I've installed sleeping gas in the Gumball Guardians. If any bum tries to attack us, they will be sprayed without mercy.
Like any politician, she's frequently confronted by complex situations that don't always have easy answers.
Then, sometimes you want someone and you want to kiss them and be with them. But you can't because responsibility demands sacrifice.
Although Bubblegum usually acts as a voice of reason, her morality can be debatable at times.
Hey, wait. How did you get that? I could have swore it was locked in my zip.
Nope. Stop talking, go to jail.
Oh!
Yeah.
Whenever she does cross a line, however, PB is willing to take advice from her closest allies, such as Marceline, the Vampire Queen.
Ha! Looks like you aren't as perfect as you thought.
Sometimes sour and sometimes sweet, PB demonstrates that there's a lot more to being a princess than wearing pretty dresses.
And you shall see how terrifying the candy people can be. Blue.
Number 5. Kim Possible, Kim Possible.
Kim? KP? Kim Possible?
As you probably guessed by her ironic name, Kim Possible doesn't know the meaning of the word impossible.
Must be so awesome not to be afraid of anything.
Fearless, I am not.
Oh, come on. I've seen you wrestle a shark with your bare hands.
Of course, that doesn't mean her life is a piece of cake.
Tell me about it.
Aside from dealing with everyday high school drama, such as being cheer captain and maintaining straight A's, she also must cope with the pressures of being a super spy.
I know, I sound so random, but yes, I am.
Regardless, Kim always confronts her issues with a welcome sense of humor and down-to-earth attitude.
Ron, please, get a grip. Nothing is going to come between us. Except that.
A different kind of action heroine, Kim Possible tore down gender barriers while also being a ton of fun.
I don't care how many powers this jerk has. We can take him.
Yeah, maybe.
Number 4. Turanga Leela, Futurama.
Yeah, bring on the hot chicks, because I'm a hot stud.
Yeah! So are we!
I'm a woman, if that's what you mean.
Despite growing up without any parents and only possessing one eye, this Cyclops is one of the most resilient beings you'll encounter in the entire galaxy.
Stands back. I'm gonna put my moves on her. Whoa!
Being the most responsible Planet Express employee, Leela is a natural choice to pilot the company's ship.
You. Oh.
Much to her annoyance, she's typically the one who must clean up her crew's messes.
What happened?
I don't know. I think I saved us somehow.
At the same time, Leela is also a dedicated friend who will cut loose every once in a while. She's truly a 21st century woman.
I just have one last question for you.
What's that?
If you could change form, why didn't you change it in the one place that counts?
Number 3. Lisa Simpson, The Simpsons.
What's your name?
Lisa Simpson.
Well, go ahead, Miss Simpson.
1. Your belt buckle says state of Texas, but Texas wasn't a state until 1845.
Very good.
Lisa might not be the funniest Simpson, but she is the only family member who's undergone significant development over the years.
Lisa, knock off that bracket!
But Dad, I'm supposed to practice an hour a day.
I'll practice you.
You'll practice me. What does that mean? Is it supposed to be some sort of threat?
Where the rest of the Simpson clan is content with being unsophisticated and uncultured, this 8-year-old desires something more out of life.
It's not funny, Bart. Millions of girls will grow up thinking that this is the right way to act. That they can never be anything more than vacuous ninnies whose only goal is to look pretty, land a rich husband, and spend all day on the phone with their equally vacuous friends talking about how damn terrific it is to look pretty and have a rich husband.
Passionate about art and education, she has high aspirations for her future. Unfortunately, disappointment seems to be waiting around every corner.
If you're suggesting I stayed up all night trying to solve that childish puzzle, you're right.
Even when Lisa falls off the horse, though, she never lets go of her dreams, speaking to every little girl who's ever felt different or underappreciated.
Goodbye, Lisa, honey. It'll be okay. Just read the note.
Number 2, Korra, The Legend of Korra.
Very well, Korra. It's time for you to begin your airbending training.
Yes! Finally! I mean, thank you all for believing in me.
Avatar: The Last Airbender gave us a number of compelling female characters, most notably the Master Earthbender Toph. The Avatar's legacy was continued in The Legend of Korra, which centered on one of animation's most endearing women.
Why, you're the Avatar, ain't you?
Yep, that's me.
Full of teenage angst, Korra initially tackles every dilemma with brute force. Over time, though, our heroine continues to grow and learn from her mistakes.
And I bet you just love to knock me off this platform with some waterbending, huh?
I'm seriously thinking about it.
Through sacrifice and defeat, she ultimately finds balance in herself and thus brings balance to the world.
Impossible.
Korra not only empowers women everywhere, but she also has been a landmark character for the LGBT community. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
All right. Why don't I just take them to work with me?
Are you sure?
They're good kids. I'm an organized 90s mom. How hard could it be?
And you, drop it.
Or what?
No. Do not wind her up. That is a big gun, and she is baby crazy.
Baby crazy?
That's why I dumped her.
I hadn't perfected my look yet. This year, I've got it down.
Got what down?
My too hip to smile.
Hey, don't worry, Daria. You'll get into Bromwell with your incredible test scores and grades. I'll get in the old-fashioned way, bribery and nepotism.
Gee, when you put it that way, it all sounds so fair and just.
Number 1, Fa Mulan, Mulan.
When will my reflection shine who I am inside?
Disney's 90s Renaissance introduced several heroines that broke new grounds for women in animation.
My name is Mulan. I did it to save my father.
Among them all, Mulan was quite possibly the most progressive and definitely the most gifted with a sword.
It looks like you're out of ideas.
Not quite.
When her aging father is sent off to war, she boldly decides to disguise herself as a man and take his place.
Fa Zhu? The Fa Zhu? I didn't know Fa Zhu had a son.
He doesn't talk about me much.
I can see why.
While she struggles at first, Mulan ultimately earns the respect of her fellow soldiers, brings honor to her family, and saves her country. She accomplishes this through both brain and brawn, proving that a woman can accomplish anything that a man can.
But look, this one's late. But I'll bet that when it blooms, it will be the most beautiful of all.
Do you agree with our list?
Why does it have to end?
Who do you think is the most empowering woman in animation?
Just be careful. I'd like to hold off any major screw-ups until at least my second day as captain.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to MsMojo.
Morrow, back to the Candy Kingdom!